How many watches in your collection are you not wearing as much as you should? Not because you don't love them, but because the fit just isn't quite right. Too tight by midday, too loose on the next hole, so you reach for something else, and the other watch that you love sits in a drawer. That problem is 100 years old, and this $40 buckle is the first thing that's actually fixed it. I spent several weeks wearing this to answer whether it actually delivers. This video is sponsored by Fitwell, but honestly, this is one of those rare times where I'd be talking about it anyway. It fixed something real. I mean, a real problem, and you'll see why. Your wrist is not a fixed measurement. Wrist size fluctuates by as much as 3 to 5 millimeters throughout a single day. There's temperature, sodium, physical activity, all of that plays a role. I felt this on my own Rolex Explorer II or my Sinn 104, even my Patek Worldtimer. In the morning on leather, the fit is right. By midday, it's either leaving an imprint or rotating on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. The gap between holes is the difference between wearing the watch with comfort and just dealing with it. You see, strap holes run, 5 to 7 millimeters apart. A lot of times, the perfect fit lives somewhere exactly between those holes. Now, to be fair, metal bracelet wearers have had a solution to this for decades. Rolex introduced the glide lock, Omega developed their rack and push. Both are excellent on bracelet that cost hundreds of dollars, and it's only on specific references. The moment you put either of those watches on a leather strap, a NATO, a sailcloth, you're back to the pin and the whole game again. I genuinely love this brand. Why? Because I'm wearing the watches I love more often now. Okay, so let's talk about the product. The M1 replaces your standard tang buckle on any strap. 16, 18, and 20 millimeter widths. Easy to install with a spring bar tool and reversible, so there's no permanent modification to your strap ever. But what separates it from every standard buckle on the market is that integrated internal sliding track that lets you fine-tune your fit in precise, audible increments. One motion on the wrist without removing the watch. The adjustment range is approximately 3 millimeters. The M1 is machined in 316L stainless steel at $40 or grade 2 titanium at $50. That matters because the sliding track needs to resist accidental movement under tension while still moving smoothly with one thumb. When you push or pull it into its position, you feel that difference immediately. Listen, the Lugs has partnered with Fitwell to include the M1 on their straps, and they chose this buckle because it's that damn good. I've personally worn it on leather and rubber. The experience is consistent across all of them. The sliding component moves in small, deliberate increments, each one confirmed by a satisfying tactile click that you can feel and hear. That haptic feedback matters more than you might expect. It tells you that the position has locked without looking down at your wrist. When I sit down and my wrist compresses slightly against the edge of a desk, I can make a micro adjustment in under 3 seconds without taking the watch off. That's something I've never been able to do with a standard buckle. If the desk pinch is something you're feeling right now, link and code WatchBros15 are in the description. 15% off. One honest note, the M1 is not a deployant clasp, and it does add a couple millimeters of profile. On a tool watch or a diver, it disappears entirely. On a very slim dress watch, you might notice it. From a value standpoint, a standard replacement buckle from Omega or Cartier or any big watch brand runs $150 or more. The Fitwell M1 is $40 to $50, portable from strap to strap indefinitely. So is it worth it? I'd reframe that question. Think about the watch that you love the most in your collection that you're not wearing enough. There's probably at least one. Maybe it's a leather strap that fits beautifully in the morning but gets uncomfortable by noon. Maybe it's a vintage piece that never quite sits right. Well, the Fitwell M1 doesn't change what the watch is, but it changes how often you reach for it. And for a collector, that's everything. More wrist time on the watches you actually love. That's what this does brilliantly. That's what nothing else has done at this price, or honestly, at any price, for the better part of a century. The M1 has earned a permanent spot in my rotation. Once you've worn a strap with genuine micro adjustment, going back just feels like a step in the wrong direction. Now, go out and get you some of these. Honestly, I'm using them and it's been life-changing, and that really is not an overstatement. Use our code WatchBros15 for 15% off, or just click the link down in the description. Seriously, go save yourself some money because they don't normally give out discounts for these buckles. I'm Jason. Thanks for watching. Until next time, wear in good health.